Some stories are meant to entertain. Others are impossible to explain. Tonight's story begins on a lonely highway where one ordinary drive became something unforgettable. Mile marker 47. I drive a lot for work. Sales territory covers 4 states, and most nights I'm on the road well past midnight trying to make it home instead of paying for another motel. I've done this route. Same highway, same gas stations, same 24-hour diner outside of town for 6 years. I know every mile marker on that stretch the way you know the furniture in your own house in the dark. This happened 4 months ago, and I still take the long way around now, even though it adds 40 minutes to my drive. It was a Tuesday, a little after 1 a.m., maybe 40 miles of empty highway ahead of me, and nothing behind. No other headlights. That road gets like that after midnight. You can drive 20 minutes without seeing another car. Just your own high beams and the white line. Around mile marker 47, I saw a hitchhiker. I want to be clear that I never pick up hitchhikers. 6 years driving that road at night, I've seen maybe 5, and I've never once stopped. But this one was different, and it took me a second to understand why my foot came off the gas before my brain caught up. She was a girl, maybe 16, standing right on the white line. Not the shoulder, the actual center line. Facing my headlights, not walking, not waving, just standing there, completely still, like she'd been placed there. I slowed down out of pure instinct, with the kind of reflex that overrides thinking. And as I got closer, my headlights swept over her properly, and I saw she wasn't wearing shoes. Her feet were bare on the asphalt, and she was soaking wet, head to toe, on a night that hadn't seen rain in 3 weeks. I did what you're supposed to do. I didn't stop. I went around her, wide, onto the shoulder, and I watched her in my rear view the whole time. She didn't turn to watch me pass. She turned to face the road behind her, like she was waiting for the next car instead. I called it into the state police from the diner 20 minutes later, more out of guilt than anything else. The dispatcher got quiet for a second when I gave her the mile marker. Then she asked me very carefully if the girl had been wet. I said yes. I asked why that mattered. She said, mile marker 47 is where a girl drowned in the drainage culvert during a flash flood almost 15 years ago, walking home from a friend's house. Officers get calls about her every few years. Always the same description. Always bare feet, always wet, always standing on the center line. Then she said something I haven't been able to shake since. She said, the reports always come from people who stopped. You're the first one in a while who kept driving. I asked what happens to the ones who stop. She didn't answer that question. She just asked if I wanted an officer to follow up. And when I said no, she told me to drive safe and hung up. I still take that highway sometimes during the day. I've never gone back at night. But 2 weeks ago, a buddy of mine who does the same route told me, unprompted, that he saw a girl standing in the road near mile 47, soaking wet, just past 1 a.m. He said he almost stopped to help her before something made him change his mind at the last second. I didn't tell him about the dispatcher. I didn't tell him about the phone call. I just told him to keep driving, no matter what. Some roads remember everyone who travels them. Would you have stopped? If the story stayed with you, another one is waiting. Subscribe and return after dark.